Okay, so ikaw ba'y nasabihan arrest pero code word yun na patayin mo?
Hindi,
Hindi.
Mr. Chair.
Ikaw ba'y nagamitan ng ibang word na code word sa napatayin mo?
Wala. May isa, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yung trabahuin.
Okay.
Patrabaho yung ganun.
Pero
Pero
anong basa mo, anong intindi mo doon sa trabahuin mo?
the result din sa, Mr. Chair, hulihin, yun lang talaga palagi ang...
Pero anong hindi mo specific na trabaho mo? Napatay o nahuli?
Nahuli yun.
Nahuli. Maalala mo pa pangalan, sino yung subject matter nung trabahuin mo na nahuli, ang hindi nahuli din?
Mayor ng Gadara, Samar, Mr. Chair, with the person of Mayor Cabuños, at saka may apat niya na security na police na warranted.
Anong year yun?
2011, 2010, 11, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Yung pagtatanong ko sa iyo, credibility questions na po ito kasi hindi naman drug war ba yan?
Hindi.
Yes. So, just to test yung credibility po. Sino ba to?
Yes, are we commencing questioning Colonel Espinedo, Mr. Chair?
Sana ng time lang kung may opening statement si Mayor Mabilog at saka si Senator Delima, and then after their opening statements, kung meron man, hindi ko kayo pipilitin, then we now open the questioning. But we will follow the order. May order tayo, tapos magti 10 minutes po tayo, pero kung pwede mag-request, iklihan natin 5 minutes per senator. Okay, so ladies first, Senator Delima, just in case you want to deliver a statement. Yes.
Very short.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Very short, Your Honor. Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the subcommittee conducting today's inquiry. We can destroy and we need to destroy drugs, but we cannot destroy lives. Yan po ang sagot ko dun sa very passionate defense of the former president as to his policy of killing alleged drug offenders, alleged drug pushers, alleged drug users. We can destroy drugs, but we need not destroy lives. I just wish to emphasize that. I said that in my privileged speech in August 2016 after I filed a Senate inquiry, a resolution calling for Senate inquiry. This man, the former mayor of Davao City and the former president of the Republic of the Philippines, for so long have evaded justice and accountability for the thousands of those killed in the name of the so-called war on drugs. Hindi pa ho natin siya napapanagot after all these years. And these killings had started nung time pa niya as mayor, yung phenomenon ng Davao Death Squad. Pinatuloy niya at nagiging klarado dun sa mga naririnig natin sa House of Representatives Quadcom hearings that yun din ang ginawang modelo ng war on drugs starting 2016. I was hoping that Colonel Garma and the others who already testified there at the Quadcom hearings, including also Kerwin Espinosa, would be here so that our discussions, our presentations would be in sync with each other, or that we listen to them again and then I will respond to them. Now, I responded to the crisis that we faced starting in 2016, as I said, by filing the resolution and by delivering a privilege speech. Ang problema, hindi ko po yun natuloy, yung aking pag-imbestiga noong mga nangyayaring patayan early on doon sa nung naging Pangulo si Rodrigo Duterte. Malungkot po ako, or actually I have mixed feelings now. People have been asking me, how do you feel that you're again appearing before the Senate for the first time? I'm setting foot in the premises of the Senate. Ang sabi ko, mixed feelings dahil sana nga noon pa hindi na natin hinintay yung libo-libong mga pinatay. Pero nagkagalak naman ako that I think we have the right environment now. Sana po marami pa ang lumantad para magsabi pa kung ano talaga ang tunay na layunin ng Project Double Barrel. Yung kulang ko kasi noon, nung nag-imbestiga ako, when I presided over the Senate committee hearings, yes, we were able to present, actually, konti lang, dalawa lang ata out of the 13 available CHR witnesses. But because I was eventually ousted as the chairperson of the committee, after I presented Mr. Edgar Matubato, hindi na po yun natuloy. Pero, ang talagang magiging kulang ng investigation na yon ay yung mga insider na makakapagpatunay sa atin na yung Project Double Barrel is the very program that was used in eliminating and in killing drug suspects. Because malinaw sa mga naging pronouncements ng dating mayor, ng dating Pangulo, na yan ang pinaka-polisiya na niya in addressing the drug problem. Nasabi na ho kanina, yung mga examples, at marami pa ho yun. I have a whole collection of his statements which really categorically show very clearly, manifestly, that he was inducing, encouraging the killings. And it cannot just be purely rhetoric. Kasi sinunod yung mga binanggit niya. Sinunod yung kanyang mga sinasabi na kailangang patayin ang mga yan. Manlanlaban man o hindi, ang problema sa nanlaban, hindi ho kapani-paniwala. Siguro may ilan-ilan na may mga nanlaban talaga. Pero sa karamihan, sa mga lumabas na mga kwento ng mga kaanak ng mga biktima, ay karamihan sa kanila ay hindi nanlaban. Ano ba yung nangyari sa akin? Hindi lang sila nakontento na alisin ako bilang committee chairperson, but sinundan po ako ng katakot-takot na acts of persecution. Kasama na yung halos araw-araw na minumura, halos araw-araw na pinapahiya, halos araw-araw na I was deprived of my honor, and because they tried to destroy my reputation. At hindi pa ho sila nakontento doon, nag-file sila ng mga gawag-gawang mga kaso para subukan ako na mapatahimik. Hindi po sila nagtagumpay doon. Kahit nasa loob po ako sa kulungan, I continued to monitor what was happening. I had with me already the records ng Senate investigation, at least nung ako pa yung nag-preside. I even filed and submitted a comprehensive dissenting report doon sa naging majority report by the committee, the Gordon report. I filed a dissenting report. I also had the records of my investigation of the DDS phenomenon. Pero isa pong ang pwede natin makita doon is that hindi natin mga natapos yun kasi nandyan yung atmosphere or the atmosphere of fear, the culture of fear and impunity. Sa Davao, meron kaming ilan-ilan nakausap na sekreto, pero hindi naman sila pumayag na i-present sila publicly doon sa DDS inquiry ng CHR. Now, doon naman sa Senate inquiry, sabi ko nga, hindi naman talaga tinuloy. Kaya hindi kagulat-gulat na yung naging conclusion ng majority is that the killings were not state-sponsored. Kung binigyan sana ng pagkakataon na talagang ituloy yung investigasyon na yon, na mas magiging seryoso ang investigasyon, wala man lang iniisip na whitewash ng investigasyon because the then president was still at the height of his power, ay siguro pwede natin na-prove yun. Hindi nga po yun nangyari. Ngayon tayo umaasa na dahil dyan sa mga lumalabas na ng mga revelasyon, pwede at nandyan na yung mga ebidensya na mga state-sponsored yung mga killings na yan. So, one last point, Mr. Chair. Because,
1 minute, yes ma'am.
all right. Now, gusto ko sana magpaalam sa committee that in my presentation, not today, because yung presentation ko dapat na ano rin, isusundan ko yung kina Father Flavi and then kay Attorney Jokno. Now I want also to present new angle. Gusto ko sanang i-tie pa talaga, i-link pa talaga sa DDS killings yung mga nangyaring patayan since 2016 or pagpatay under the name of war on drugs. I would wish to ask for permission that that's going to be the focus, especially so na lumilinaw ngayon, sinimulan na ng testimony ni Colonel Agarma na yun ang ginawang model. I would not have the time now to really explain all of that, but I can really come up with a comprehensive summary ng mga sinabi noon ni Edgar Matubato, yung mga sinabi subsequently ni Arturo Las Cañas, who at first denied that there was a DDS, denied responsibility for the killings, denied that it was then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte responsible for that, but in a subsequent appearance, wala na po ako noon, nakakulong na po ako, he recanted and gave us this very comprehensive story, lalo na dun sa kanyang ICC affidavit. I would want to present
Yes ma'am, okay.
a
Can you
comprehensive,
wrap up? Okay na po ma'am?
for now,
Okay, sige po. Ganito po. We will give you the time, pero pwede ba mag-request din ng committee, can you give us a preview of what you will be presenting? Siguro if you can organize also your observations and your findings in a memorandum or position paper type document, then
I will
please
do
give
that.
us. Thank you.
I will do that, Your Honor, including the dissenting report and then including
Thank you, ma'am.
all the observations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, just very short, very short. Can we have the assurance of Senator Delima to be around once Kerwin Espinosa and Ronnie Dayan will be present in this hearing? Because I'm going to ask him questions pag nandyan na yung Mr. Chair.
May ano who is Rolly Dayan?
Ronnie Dayan was a known driver of Senator Delima. Mr. Chair.
Is he the partner of Senator Delima?
Mr. Chair,
That was revealed by Ronnie Dayan during the previous hearing many years ago, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Okay,
Chair,
let's focus on our topic. Okay, gentlemen. Okay, sige, ganito. Already moved na yata yung kanina pa, no? Na Ronnie Dayan will be invited to the next hearing. Senator Laila Delima has manifested their intention to attend the next meeting. So, the next hearing. So, tugma-tugma lang.
yes, Your Honor, because
sorry,
that's where I will make a comprehensive presentation and also on those revelations by Mr. Kerwin Espinosa during the Quadcom, and perhaps he's expected to reiterate that here. I was hoping you would be here, including
You will
Kerwin.
be there as a resource person, ma'am. You will be there as a resource person, not to defend yourself. Wala, hindi resource person po kayo. Okay, sa Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A few questions addressed to former Senator Delima. During your time as chairperson of the Commission on Human Rights, when did you start serving as the chairman of the Commission on Human Rights, if I may ask?
I was appointed in 2008
Up to 2010.
to 2010
All right.
when I was appointed as Secretary of Justice.
Did you conduct investigations regarding EJ case?
Yes, the CHR and bank conducted public inquiry right there in Davao City.
May I know kung ano-ano po yung mga lugar na inimbestigahan nyo tungkol sa EJK?
Yung tungkol pa sa lugar, it was actually the entirety of Davao City because of the phenomenon of TDS. At inimbitahan nga po namin the former mayor who appeared and acted as resource person, and mga ilan-ilan na mga opisyal, maraming opisyal actually, the city councilors, barangay chairman, PNP officials. Only that, halos wala na nag-appear dun sa mga nakausap namin, discreetly, confidentially, who shared their knowledge about the TDS. These are also self-confessed TDS members, just like Edgar Matubato. Kaya lang po, in the 2009 inquiry, wala pa po sila Edgar Matubato and Arturo Las Cañas. Na-mention yung mga pangalan nila, pero wala pa po sila doon. Hindi pa po namin sila na-access at hindi ho na-present doon sa TDS inquiry.
So wala ho kayong results ng investigation. Were there any cases filed because of your investigation, Madam Senator?
Okay, when I was appointed in 2010, meron po ako yung aking mga personal investigation notes, pero wala pa ho yung naging resolution. Now we turned over the records to the Commission on Human Rights, and then later they came out with the resolution. Now that was, I think, in 2012, June 2012. Yung resolution nila, one of the recommendations is for the filing of the administrative and criminal cases against then former Mayor Rodrigo Duterte and some other officials. What I know is that this was referred to the office of the Ombudsman, but I think later on, Mr. Duterte was cleared of, there was no finding or no cases filed.
So the former president was cleared?
No, it was not really cleared because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the main reason why no cases were filed with the Ombudsman against former Mayor Duterte and then President Duterte is that nung linabas na po yung from the Ombudsman, is he was already the president.
Well,
So on
during
the presidential immunity.
in the course of your investigation, when you were CHR chairman, and you thought, and then you think that the former president was involved in killings in his hometown in Davao, why didn't you file cases against him?
The investigation was conducted. But the problem was that those who were in the know, yung konti ho, ng mga self-confessed DTS members at that time, they're not willing
No.
to testify.
When you were DOJ secretary, why didn't you file a case against the former president? You had all the means, you had all the power to do so. When you were secretary of the Department of
I
Justice.
actually referred the matter of when Edgar Matubato came to us for witness protection. Rinifer ko po uli yung the DTS matter
So what
to
happened?
the wala po.
Bakit wala? You were a very, very powerful member of the cabinet during that Aquino administration. You did not do anything?
It's not that I did not do anything. It's just that I asked the NBI to pursue further the investigation. Pero wala na po na i-submit sa akin na report. They were telling me that they had also so much difficulty accessing possible witnesses at the time.
All right. One more thing, Madam former Senator. Why is it only in Davao that you had this investigation? Bakit Davao lang? Why were you so focused and why are you so concentrated in investigating Davao?
We were focused on investigating the so-called DDS phenomenon because we have read some reports about it. Foremost of which was the report of the UN Special Rapporteur Philip Alston. And he did come out with that report citing certain findings of the UN Special Rapporteur Philip Alston. And meron din pong report, yung Human Rights Watch, they called it, "You Can Die Anytime," also referring to the DDS phenomenon. So we felt that at that time, because of these reports, and our CHR regional office did confirm that there were killings, but they could not tell us, or they refused to tell us that it was actually the doings of the DDS on orders of then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. But the insiders, the ones I mentioned kanina, I think there were 3 of them, which we interviewed secretly or discreetly, they did say that there was such a thing as a group as the Davao Death Squad, and then formed by the former mayor, and then getting orders also from the former mayor, something that were validated later on by Edgar Matubato and Arturo Las Cañas.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I would like to invite the attention of the former senator, which she was still a sitting member of the Senate. With regard to the committee report of the Committee on Justice then, for the years, if I may read, for the years 2001 to 2009, under the Arroyo administration, 91,762 killings were reported, or an average of 10.196 killings per year, 850 killings per month, or 28 killings per day. On the other hand, for the years 2010 to 2016, under the Aquino administration, there were 85,878 recorded killings, with an average of 14,313 killings per year, 1,193 killings per month, or 40 killings per day. You were the Justice Secretary during the Aquino administration. Why did you not investigate these killings?
All right. May I start by saying that on the matter of EJ case in general, especially with respect to the killings of activists, I did recommend, and it was adopted, there was this Administrative Order number 35, creating an interagency committee to look into the various drug killings, to the various activist killings targeting members of progressive groups, leftist organizations, and that was somewhat rampant during the time of former President Arroyo. Now, bakit wala pa po yung drug killings? Kasi nga po, pinapapursu ko pa sa NBI. It was not the real focus then of Administrative Number 35, which is the Special Interagency Committee to address extrajudicial killings. Now, talking about the Gordon report, you mentioned the Justice Committee report, which was subsequently headed by former Senator Dick Gordon. Sinabi nga niya po yun, na bakit yung EJ case lang, bakit yung ibang mga EJ case ay hindi natin kailangan imbestigahan, hindi natin inimbestigahan doon sa Senate Committee. Mukhang may problema po sa ganun. Kasi ang nakita ng committee, ng majority committee in coming up with that committee report is that, well, hindi actually nila nakita na may special complexion at the time, at the start of the drug war killings beginning 2016 under the Duterte administration. I'm not talking about the drug war killings kasi wala namang ganong war on drugs specifically in Davao City, although among those, or many of those victimized, were also alleged drug offenders aside from petty criminals and other kinds of criminals. So, nakita dapat yun, and that was the very point of my resolution that I filed calling for an inquiry, na medyo ibang fenomeno nito ngayon sa war on drugs, na ito sa ngalan ng war on drugs ay may mga pinapatay in numbers, substantial numbers, in the name of war on drugs. Kaya dapat, hindi yun naging issue talaga. Bakit hindi na lang natin imbestigahan yung buong mga pangyayari ng mga EJ case in various administrations? What they fail to appreciate, I'm talking about the committee report, is that the focus of my investigation ay yung mga dumadami na halos araw-araw na pinapatay since day one of the former president's assumption into office, and even before his official assumption into office, meron na talaga na mga pinapatay araw-araw, halos araw-araw, nakita natin yun. So that's supposed to be
Mr. Chair.
the focus.
Teka muna, Senate President Pro Tem. Reminder to everyone, especially the members of the committee. Ang subcommittee natin, ang instruction natin, Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. Okay. I know malaking overlap niya sa EJK because marami siguro ngang napatay in the name of Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. But this is not strictly an EJK hearing or investigation, okay? Basta klaruhin ko lang po sa inyo lahat, lalo na sa members ng subcommittee. May mother committee tayo, yun ang instruction sa atin. Investigate the Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. Okay, so if I make
Mr. Chairman, can you extend that statement of yours to all members of the Senate? Because I'm not a member of the committee. Yeah.
then you will be.
I was just,
you will be.
I was just making to ensure that all members are oriented properly, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to wrap up my questioning to Senator Delima. But I would like to put it on record that the resource person, the former senator, did not answer directly my question, Mr. Chair. And I might be mistaken of defending the former president. I am not defending the former president. In fact, if it is his turn to answer questions, I will ask questions also.
Darating pa tayo. So, anyways, Senator Delima will be present in the future hearings. Yes.
Maglakad ka, walang gagalaw sa iyo. Alam ng tao kasi pag magkamali siya, hindi yung police, they have to deal with me. Dapat ako ang imbestigahin dito extrajudicial killing. Wala yan sila. Ako mismo ang...
Mr. President, noong time na mayor ka, merong pulis na nag-involve sa droga sa Davao?
Marami, sir.
What happened to them as far as you know, Mr. President?
Ayan sila.
Sila may alam. Tanungin natin sila.
Sabi ko, sabihin mo, 24 hours, sabihin mo sa putang inang pulis mo. Pag nakita ako yan, patayin ko.
Sige ba, I will now take the time of Senator Estrada. So, sino yung...
Si lang, sir, huwag ka na lang lumayo. Yan yung katabi mo.
Mamaya, sir, mamaya. Unahin ko muna itong bisita natin because we will always be with him. So we have We have lots of opportunities to ask Senator Barrosi.
He is the best performer, sir, kaya na senador.
Mr. President, can I ask ito muna sila na? General Gamboa,
Your Honor,
hindi ka man nag-chief ng Davao, but tama na dumaan ka rin sa Davao sa career mo. At anong highest ang position mo po dun sa Davao?
Yes, sir. I was the official spokesman of the regional police regional office 10, 11 for 2 years.
Regional.
Yes.
How about sa city level?
Wala, sir. I was never assigned the city office.
How about General Sinas? Sir, you were never chief, diba? So, dumaan po ba kayo sa career niyo sa Davao City?
Never, sir.
Never. Okay. How about si General Karamat? Hindi, sa mic, sir, para nakarecord. Never? Sa career niyo?
No, Mr. Chair.
So only General Gamboa sa regional level. What's the pleasure of the Senator Delima?
just 1 or 2 sentences, Your Honors.
Please, go ahead.
We all heard from the horse's mouth that there are indeed death squads, and pointed to certain former PNP chiefs or chiefs of Davao. These are very clear. Davao death squad to liquidate criminals, suspected criminals, inducing, encouraging, and prodding people to kill directly or indirectly is not part of the duty of an executive official, whether it is mayor or president. Malinaw po, yung Davao Death Squad andyan. Marami pong sinabi dyan tungkol sila Matabato and Las Cañas. And Colonel Garma has confirmed that there is such a group, only that there is covered by code of silence. Hindi po madali talaga ang kumuha ng mga pag-aamin sa mga police officials na sila ang mga inutusan para pumatay. Ang dami pong mga dinarate sila Matabato and Las Cañas tungkol sa mga specific cases of killings na yung order either pinapadaan kina Sonny Benaventura or kay Las Cañas, and at times even from then Mayor
Mr.
Duterte himself.
I'm sorry to interrupt
Thank you, ma'am.
Senator.
Yes, you have the floor.
The former senator is jumping into conclusion. Let the committee decide whether indeed there is an existence of the Davao Death Squad.
Senator Estrada, may I just...
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Mr. President.
One statement. Kung lahat man ito, kung totoo, pahalin niyo ako ng kaso. May korte. At sinasabi ninyo na bakit ninyo nalaman na matay, na ganun-ganun. So, ibig sabihin may witnesses kayo. O, file the case in court or file the cases in court. Sabi ko nga dito sa ano ko, mine and mine alone. Gusto ko ang syudad ko maganda, malinis, at livable. At sa awa ng Diyos, ako ang nauna sa Pilipinas. Alam mo bakit, sir? Ako po'y empleyado lang ng gobyerno. I started as a prosecutor. Kaya kapak ko yung kriminalo, pati yung mga criminals.
That is why, Mr. President, I was asking during my line of questioning a while ago addressed to former Senator Delima, why did she not file cases when she was the head of the Commission on Human Rights? She investigated, allegedly, the DDS, if there is a right term for it. She did not file any cases. You were present, Mr. President, when Senator Delima, or she was the chair then of the CHR, you were present during the investigation, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
And the President, when I asked him, denied that there was an existence of the Davao Death Squad. My question lang, Senator Delima, bakit hindi kayo nag-file ng mga kaso kung talagang naniniwala po kayo na meron po talagang death squad, why did you not file cases immediately? He was just nila mayor.
Yes, Your Honor, nasagot ko na po yun.
Hindi mo
Dahil
sinasagot eh.
yung mga pwede talagang mga maging witnesses ay hindi pa willing, takot pa na mag-testify against the former
All
mayor.
right, when you were Secretary of Justice, you had all the power. You were a very, very powerful cabinet member under the Aquino administration. Why did you not pursue it?
Because at that time, wala na nga akong nagiging resulta ng mga nagiging investigation din. Because again,
Madam Senator, you were a very, very powerful member of the cabinet during the Aquino administration. You had all the resources. You had the NBI at your disposal. Lahat ng mga government agencies were under your disposal. You had the ear of the president. Bakit hindi kayo nag-file ng kaso laban kay Mayor Duterte?
at that time, the relevant, real evidence, testimonial evidence, wala pa po sa aking disposal. Although I did try, yung sinabi ko po kanina, na-refer ko na muna sa NBI. So, kaya lang, yun ang naging report, binalik nila sa akin. Now, they're trying, pero nahihirapan din sila na i-access yung mga witnesses.
Mr.
Kaya
President,
yung sinasabi po kanina ni former President Duterte na Davao is the safest city, I think that is belied by statistics. I don't have the exact statistics now, but I read certain data. It's not the safest city. It has the
So what's
among
the
the
safest city,
highest.
as far as you
I
know?
would not know. It's just among. It registered as among those with highest data on killings or murders. So how can it be a safe city?
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, with the permission of Senator Jinggoy.
I think the former president wants to answer the accusations. These
Mr.
things.
President, yes, you're recognized.
Maraming namatay, sir. Marami talaga. Thousands, I would say, from yung naging mayor. Marami. Ito yan sila. Nandito yan sila lahat. Hindi mo Delima na niya, si Panagao, si Koy, si... Yung buwa. Ito si... Senator Bato. Maraming namatay, pero ang namatay sa mga kriminal. Alam mo kasi ang Davao is a crossroad kasi ang unang nag-bloom sa Mindanao, nagkaroon ka man sir, ang Davao. Kaya saan yung progressive at saan yung pera negosyo, nandoon yung mga kriminal kasi ang negosyante pati ang kriminal magkasama yan. Kung saan yung pera, mga negosyante, nandoon yung mga kriminal. Kaya ganon. Kapag kabubo ka na mayor at hindi mo takot kang makulong, ako, hindi makulong, di pa siya makulong. I can make the confession now, if you want. Talagang nangyari ko. Pero, huwag mo naman, mga pulis kawawa naman. Meron akong death squad. Death squad. Pero hindi yung mga pulis. Sila rin yung mga gangster. Yung isang gangster, utusan ko. Patayin mo yan, kaya kung hindi mo patayin yan, patayin kita ngayon. Bakit mo sakripisyo yan sila? Alam mo sir, ganito ha? Mabuti na lang nandito if you give me time. Ang puliser kawawa. Hindi mo alam, pag ito nandito itong mga, pag ang pulis na pailan ng kaso, sir, suspended yan. Wala ng pagkain yan sa... The day that the suspension is issued, that day, ang pulis wala ng pagkain, ang mga pamilya nila wala ng pera, ang mga bata wala ng pamasahe, hinto lahat. Paralyze ang pamilya ng pulis. Hindi ninyo alam yan. Kaya may kaibigan kayo ng pulis, tanungin ninyo, yan ang buhay ng pulis. Kaya protektado ko yan sila. Pagka in the fulfillment of duty, sabi ko sa kanila, magpakamatay ako sa inyo. Pero pag nag-abuso kayo, nagpatay kayo ng tao, nag-hold up kayo, nag-kidnap kayo, putang ina, ako mismo ang papatay sa inyo.
Mr. President, ako muna may tanong. Kasi medyo nalito rin po ako. So, ibig sabihin na gusto niyo proteksyonan yung pulis, ayaw niyo silang gamitin sa maipit sila kasi kung masuspend sila, kawawa pamilya niya. Tapos nabanggit niyo, may sarili kayo ngayong tinayo na it's what? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Para hindi po kami nalilito po. I mean, can we be very clear?
Hindi naman, sir.
Salitang ano po ito? Salitang diretso. Opo.
Hindi naman death squad. Basta alam ng tao sa Davao na nandyan ako at magkamali ka and you commit a heinous crime at walang mapuntahan yung agrabyado. Ako yan.
And then how do you remedy the situation, Mr. President? Or how did you remedy those situations na nalamitan ka?
When I am called for another investigation, sir, sabihin ko, hindi ko man ito drama. Tanungin niyo ako ulit, tapos, my experience, 73 years old ako, sir. So, in a few years, 2-3 years, may sakit na rin ako. Gusto ko iwanan yung lahat para malaman.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Just one last statement.
Your Honor, I cannot help myself.
No, excuse me. Senator Estrada has the floor. Merong intervention gusto rito. If you will
Sige, sige. Okay.
Okay, Senator Bato, go ahead.
Yeah, I just would like to put on record na the statement of our source person, Atty. Delima, na Davao, dinidisclaim niya palagi na Davao is not the safest place in the Philippines. So what does that make of all these awards that was received by Davao City? Not only the LG of Davao City, the Davao City Police Office, ay palaging Best City Police Office of the Year. Halos forever na eh. Kaya there came a point na yung Davao City Police Office ay hindi na sinasali sa best competition as far as unit performance is concerned dahil yung ibang mga syudad hindi na makakatanggap ng award. Dahil Davao City palagi na nanalo based on record yan sa Camp Crame. Ngayon, it is, ako mismo, I'm from Davao. I can tell you, Davao City is the safest place anywhere I go in the Philippines. The safest place for law-abiding citizens and the most dangerous place for the criminals. Talagang pag gumawa ka ng krimen ng Davao, ako, pulis ako ng Davao, hahabulin talaga kita. Hahanapin talaga kita, Mr. Chairman. Pag ikaw gumawa ng krimen sa siyudad, hahabulin talaga kita. Kaya po,
Mr. Chair.
para pagbigyan sila na naman.
Sige po. Okay lang? Okay na, sige.
Just a last statement before I give the floor to Senator Risa. I just would like to put on record the statements made by former Senator Delima. During the investigation here in the Senate, during her term, when she was still a senator, wala pa rin nakita ebidensya tungkol dyan sa mga DDS na tinatawag. Nung CHR chairman siya, wala rin nangyari silang mga investigation at wala pa rin nakita ng ebidensya. Nung secretary siya ng DOJ, which is a very very powerful cabinet position, wala po rin siyang mga nakitang ebidensya. At hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin po ang sinasabi niya, wala pa rin gustong mag-testify, wala pa rin siyang kinakasuhan. So I think that is a matter of incompetence, Mr. President, Mr. Chair.
I take
Thank you.
exception to that, Your Honor.
Okay, to be fair, the chair will be fair, excuse me, everybody, Mr. President, teka muna. Sige,
Hindi ko po
yes, Senator Delima, sige, short na lang, short.
hindi ko po nagustuhan yung ganung conclusion na wala akong ginawa o that incompetent. Malayo pong description sa akin yan. I always do my job. Depende sa mga circumstances, depende rin sa kung ano talaga yung makakalap. And hindi ko tama na nung Senate inquiry, kasi nandun po si Matabato, present ko nga po. Pero after I presented him, inalis na po ako as Senate chairperson. Now, ano yung tungkol sa safest city?
Ma'am,
What
let's
exactly is the standard?
can you stop there? Huwag na natin, let's not debate on the safety city. I mean, focus po tayo, no? Philippine war on illegal drugs. So, anyway, opinion na po yun. There's no right and wrong opinion. Yes, Senator Risa.
Salamat kaayo, Mr. Chair. Huwag natin kalimutan, may bombshell na inamin ang dating presidente kanina. Sinimulan niyang i-implicate, ilaglag yung mga ilan sa mga dating PNP officials natin na involved daw sa Davao Death Squad noon. Pero sila mismo, sinabi nila na may death squad sila. Siya! Bagamat hindi daw pulis, may death squad siya. Yun yung iniimbestigahan nga natin dito, Mr. Chair. Yung war on drugs, yung extrajudicial killings na nangyari ng war on drugs, sinimulang modelo sa Davao noon, tapos iniimbestigahan natin kung yun ang ginamit na template o modelo para i-scale up nationwide. So, bombshell yung sinabi po ng dating presidente na meron na silang death squad, ano man ang pangalan yan, police o non-police ba yan, kasi it looks like what we are investigating now, yung ginamit na instrumento para sa war on drugs na nagbunga ng napakaraming extrajudicial killings.
You are
For the record, Mr. Chair.
correct, ma'am.
Thank you,
talaga.
Mr. Chair.
Tama ka talaga. So, ganito na lang. Huwag na lang yung pulis. Kawawa yung wala yung sa Davao experience, Davao. Ako. Imbestigahan niya ako. Set a date for an investigation para sa akin. Ako ang imbestigahan ninyo. At kunin ninyo yung record sa Davao yung namatay. At sabihin ko sa inyo kung wala akong taluin. Alam mo, nag-warning ako, huwag kayong gumawa dito. Kasi gusto ko ang Davao. Ang Davao was a very kawawa noon. Alam ninyo, sir, alam mo. Panahon ng NPA, nung di pa ako mayor, kita mo ang Davao. Left and right ng hold up, walang makalabas sa bahay. Pati mga polis takot. Kasi nandyan yung mga NPA, pinapatay sila. Kaya sinabi ko, nagagyat ako sa bukid. Nung na-mayor ako, sabi ko, ayaw ko ng away sa inyo. Pero yung mga pamilya ninyo nandyan sa syudad natin, yung mga top honso ng Capitis Party, binangin ninyo ilan ang taga Davao. Saan ang pamilya nila? Sa Davao. Kaya umakyat ako sa bukid. Sinabi ko, stop it. Huwag ninyong patayin ang mga pulis ko kasi putang ina yung pamilya ninyo. Yayarin ko yan.
Mr. Chair, if I may, dahil matagal na po yung sa NPA, kung maaaring mag-follow-up question ako sa dating Presidente.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair? Salamat tayo, Mr. Chair. Kanina, sinabi niyo there were 7 people dun sa inyong self-described death squad. Ano po yung mga pangalan nila? At pakidescribe yung structure ng organization na sinet up nyo, yung death squad na iyon.
Yung death squad ko? Ang death squad ko, ma'am, is, of course, it is organized. Mga dyan lang.
Ano po yung structure ng organization na iyon?
Against criminals.
Hindi po, yun yung task siguro na binigay niyo. Pero anong structure ng death squad niya iyon?
Structure against crime and criminals.
Ibig sabihin, ano po yung setup? At sino yung pitong yun na miyembro ng death squad
Fight
niyo?
crime.
No sir, yung pangalan nung sabi niyo, pitong tao na nasa death squad niyo.
Mukhang patay naman sila lahat, ma'am.
It's okay sir, ano pong mga pangalan nila?
You know, I was mayor about 43. I am now 73. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name.
And ano po yung structure ng pitong yon? Meron bang team leader, may 2 tenyente, then may 4 pa na tao? Ano po yung structure ng organization na iyon?
I said I am 73 years old. Hindi ko nga alam kung bakit nandito ako kaharap mo.
Sir, I'm sure alam niyo kung bakit kayo nandito. In fact, kayo po yung nagsalita ng pinakamarami sa resource persons. May reward po ba yung pitong iyon sa death squad niyo?
Again, ma'am?
May rewards po ba ang ibinibigay sa mga miyembro ng death squad niyo tuwing nakakapatay sila? Police ba yung death?
Yun ang allegations.
Hindi po, yung sinabi niyo kanina.
Huwag kayo lumabas dyan.
Hindi po ako lumalabas. May ibang lumalabas. Yung sinabi po ninyong death squad, may rewards po ba yun?
Centered sa police na sinasabi na binabayaran.
No sir, pina-follow up ko yung sinabi ninyo.
Ay, yung civilian?
Unprompted. So, kung civilian yun, yung sinabi ninyo na death squad nyo na 7 tao, may rewards po ba yung 7 taong iyon kapag nakakapatay sila?
Hindi, ma'am, mayayaman yung mga maraming gago na mayayaman sa Davao.
Mayayaman sa Davao.
Gusto pumatay ng mga kriminal. Because they want the city to be safe.
Nagbibigay sila yung
Because
mayayaman
they
ng
want
rewards
business
sa
to
death
thrive.
squad? Yes sir, bago po yan. Sinasabi nyo ba na yung mayayaman sa Davao nagbayad sa death squad para pumatay?
No, hindi, ma'am. Sila
Colonel Makasait po ba kasama sa death squad na iyon?
Sino?
Colonel Makasait, kasama po ba sa death squad na iyon?
Colonel Makasait? Ma'am, alam mo, sa totoo lang, mahabang istorya to.
It's okay sir, maikli lang sa
Pero ang problema, ma'am, patay na yung tao.
Si Colonel Makasait ay patay.
Ayaw kung marami. Police officer in the police department. Pero patay na yung tao.
Okay sir, may rewards po ba sila?
Tanungin kung anong history yung tao na yan, patay na.
Okay, may rewards po ba sila, yung mga miyembro ng death squad nyo?
Sino? Ako? Magbigay?
Yung 7 miyembro, kung sino man ang nagbigay, may rewards ba sila kapag pumapatay sila?
Walang reward, ma'am, kung
Walang
police
reward.
yan. Lalo
Hindi
na
po.
police. Bakit ako magbigay ng reward sa mga
Paiba-iba, hindi po.
Trabaho nila yan.
Sinasagot nyo eh. Hindi ko tinatanong yung mga pulis. Tinatanong ko po yung mga miyembro ng death squad nyo. Binabayaran ba sila kapag nakakapatay sila?
Wala.
Wala. Okay.
So, libre lang yung pagpatay.
Senator, this is just an intervention.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize, Mr. Chair. Yes, I submit, Mr. Chair.